about it.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I'm really wondering, what is that line in the sand for the American people? What is the bridge too far, so to speak? At what point has the government crossed the line? Because so far, everything they've done, people just go along with it. Even TSA.
I was going to say, if you're going to allow them to grope your kids going through TSA, I mean, that was their green light. I think once we allowed that to happen, they just said, we can do whatever we want.
Well, that's right. They're going to start coming to your house and having soldiers seize all of your food, take your teenage daughter away and have their way with her, loot your jewelry, take your gold, and people are going to say, oh, no problem. We don't want to be labeled extremists. We're going to go along with that. That's what America has come to. It's half the population are just pathetic slugs. They have no consciousness. They're zombies, man. They're gone.
No, I know. It's very scary. And, look, let's switch gears a little bit. Because I want to get your take on the impending financial collapse. The Federal Reserve just issued a warning to all the big banks, telling them to prepare for a worst-case scenario. And this is their words, not mine. Prepare for the worst. Meanwhile, you've got the U.S. government stockpiling records amounts of food and ammunition, and at the same time, you've got the Obama administration signing all these crazy executive orders right now that would potentially be implemented in the event of a major meltdown of society. So a lot of crazy things going on right now, a lot of warning signals. What's your take on all this?
Well, 1.4 billion rounds of ammo, hollow point ammo, most of it in the hands of the DHS that doesn't even fight foreign wars. That tells you something. This is ammo to be used domestically against the American people. And
that's what I'm thinking. When I see all these purchases, I'm thinking they're either preparing for a Red Dawn type of scenario, which is, come on, or they are, if I wasn't mistaken, to me it looks like they are preparing a war for the American people.
Well, clearly, that's the only reasonable explanation, unless maybe they're buying it to secretly ship it overseas and give Al-Qaeda more ammo. That's another possible scenario. But the most likely reasonable scenario is they're acquiring the ammo. And remember, most of it is anti-personnel ammo. All right, so it's jacketed hollow point ammo. This is not training ammo. Some of it is sniper ammo, a significant amount of it, actually. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of rounds, but it's like 308 sniper ammo. And then there's 5.56 with hollow point tips. Ballistic tips, things that penetrate armor. That's what the government is buying to use against the people, and at the same time, then, they're proposing to disarm the people. They're proposing, don't let the people buy ammo, don't let the people buy guns. So what you're seeing is a massive concentration of power into the hands of the government while the public is being disarmed. This is the recipe for genocide. This is the recipe for the Holocaust. Before Hitler herded all the Jews into the railroad cars and took them to the incinerators, he disarmed them first. So if you give up your guns, you are essentially committing suicide, allowing the government to genocide you and your family in whatever way they choose down the road.
Well, I tell you what, they're not the only ones stockpiling food and ammunition. The American people are stockpiling huge amounts of weapons and ammunition right now, and if we have to, we're prepared to dig in and fight. And, I know one of the things that concerns me most, and I know this is a big concern for you as well, and that is the likelihood of another false flag terror attack. And you even wrote in an article recently on Info Around the Corner.